Right now, a mass shooting on the East Coast. How many people are injured, including the youngest at just 13 years old?
Plus, an evacuation at the White House. What caused it?
And it is a nice start to our morning. Temperatures in the 60s, but it's going to be heating up close to 90. We do have some rain in the forecast as well. More coming up.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Hope your Monday is off to a nice start. I'm Shane Hogan.
And I'm Leah Lynchine. Chris has the day off. Kelly is talking about another hot summer day on deck. If you got an outdoor 4th of July party, you better be lathering on the sunscreen.
Lather sunscreen, pool be a
Jump
great
in a
place
pool for
to be in the lake. A lot of people out boating. Definitely going to be the place to be over the next couple days, and I guess that's what we kind of typically expect right around the 4th of July. So that's what we got coming our way the next couple days. Nice start to the morning. It's not too humid this morning, starting out at 61 in Madison, 60 at the Dells, even a little bit cooler up in Camp Douglas and also Black River Falls, 63 right now in Janesville. Highs today, though, getting into the lower 90s. This might be the hottest stretch that we've had so far this season. A little bit more humidity, cranking up that heat index tomorrow in the mid-90s for the 4th of July. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm tomorrow evening, but better chances for all of us getting in on some much-needed rain by Wednesday. Today, though, looking at hazy sunshine this morning, quickly warming through the 80s, topping out very close to 90. Just a few cumulus clouds popping up during the afternoon, so count on some heat today. Temperatures starting out in the 60s this morning, but warming up very quickly. Light winds not providing a whole lot of relief, but we do have some rain chances in our first warn forecast. We'll have more on that coming up in about 15 minutes.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, Kelly. 601 Baltimore police are looking for multiple people in relation to a mass shooting. It left 2 people dead and 28 others injured. Among the injured, the youngest, just 13 years old. The shooting happened early Sunday at a block party. Baltimore's mayor calling it a cowardly act of violence, and residents are still reeling.
Broke my heart because it could have been us. I don't even know how to digest it.
This shooting coincided with another mass shooting in Kansas. 9 people were shot on Sunday inside a nightclub. All survived. Police there say they recovered 4 guns and arrested 1 person. The Gun Violence Archive says there have now been at least 338 mass shootings in 2023 alone.
The Secret Service is on high alert this morning after an evacuation of the White House over an unknown item. Agents had to evacuate parts of the administration Sunday after spotting the object. The D.C. Fire Department also responding here. They ultimately did not find any threat. President Biden wasn't at the White House at the time of the incident. He's over at Camp David for the long weekend. He is expected back at the White House tomorrow to mark the 4th of July holiday.
It's 6:02. Take a look at this. That's the smoke from the Canadian wildfires that have been the source of the bad air quality we saw last week. That smoke now spreading to Europe, reaching France. A record 30,000 square miles of Canada has burned. That's nearly the size of South Carolina. Crews are continuing to work to put those fires out.
I would say overall the crews have been extremely busy, busier than probably any year that I can remember since 2016 for a spring season. It's probably going to be one of the longer, busier fire seasons that we've seen.
Canadian officials say they expect the air quality to remain a concern throughout the summer as long as the fires continue.
The Coast Guard Academy employs, reinforces, and cultivates a system that thrives on the trauma and pain of women and minorities. It's designed for their failure.
Those are the comments from a recent cadet at the U.S. Coast Guard Academy who says she was sexually assaulted 3 times during her time there. An investigation called Operation Fouled Anchor uncovered a history of sexual violence at the academy that was either ignored or covered up by high-ranking officials. Coast Guard officials kept this investigation secret until 2019, deciding to never release the report. It contained findings of dozens of cases of assault ranging from the late 80s to the 2000s. The report shows suspects weren't investigated, and if they were punished at all, it was sometimes as minor as extra homework. On the flip side, victims were sometimes punished for, quote, lewd acts and kicked out of the academy, as many suspects went on to have successful military careers. Senator Tammy Baldwin sent a letter to the Coast Guard calling for answers. The Coast Guard issuing a statement in response, apologizing for the lack of action taken.
Newly released body camera video shows police in Cudahy arresting a man they say went to great lengths to avoid getting caught. Police responded to the area for sounds of broken glass and someone jumping between rooftops back in June. Officers on the scene heard gunshots nearby as well. Police searched the neighborhood but didn't find anything until the next day when a man called saying he found a stranger in his attic.
Came home, my bottom door was open and all the stuff from the attic was on the floor. So we're thinking it's an animal, and he said, no, my name's Robert. Oh, there's a dude in my roof.
Pretty natural reaction there. Police were able to arrest the man, Robert Turner. They say they found a gun he stashed in the neighbor's grill. The casings from the night before matched that gun. Turner was in court on Friday. He'll be back in court at the end of July.
The TSA is seeing a record number of passengers screened in U.S. airports this holiday weekend. On Friday, TSA officers screened more than 2.8 million people. That's up 680,000 from the previous record set during Thanksgiving of 2019. With the holiday tomorrow, the agency is encouraging travelers to plan for extra time before flights.
July is National Park and Recreation Month, and Madison Parks and Madison School and Community Recreation want you to be a part of the celebration. The U.S. has celebrated July as Park and Recreation Month since 1985. It's an initiative from the National Recreation and Park Association. According to the NRPA, 275 million people in the U.S. visited a local park and rec facility at least once in the past year. It's asking anyone who visits a site this month to post on social media. Leah, you love going to the national parks and whatnot.
You better believe it.
Make sure you post on social media with the hashtag #WhereCommunityGrows. You can find sites near you at cityofmadison.com.
Tomorrow's the 4th of July, of course. The annual Pops on the Rock concert and fireworks show is returning to Beloit's Riverside Park. It's the first time the event is happening there since 2019, before the pandemic. It's at the Harry Moore Pavilion there. The concert starts at 7:30. Fireworks will follow at dusk.
It's 6:06. Weather experts are predicting another scorcher of a summer for many in parts of North America, including here in Wisconsin. Now is the time to make sure your AC is running as efficiently as possible. Consumer Reports reveals some simple summer DIY tips, plus which ACs score the best from its latest round of tests. Summer is here, and like it or not, the heat is on. That's especially true inside Consumer Reports' specially designed testing chamber, where the heat is cranked to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, followed by the all-important test. How fast can each air conditioner cool the space by 10 degrees?
Most air conditioners will cool your space, but the best will do it quickly and quietly.
So, performance matters when it comes to window ACs, but before you buy, it's important to size up your space. An AC that's too small will be underpowered and it will never keep up on those hot days. However, if you go too large, it might cycle too quickly and not dry out the air, leaving your space a little humid. This LG earns top scores for cooling rooms under 250 square feet in under 15 minutes. For medium-sized rooms, this Midea is a great option, and for larger rooms, consider this Frigidaire. So, what about central AC?
We have survey data from thousands of our members where we look at how reliable certain brands are and how satisfied our members are with those brands.
Several brands stand out in the survey for reliability and owner satisfaction, including Armstrong, Duquesne, American Standard, Bryant, Carrier, Lennox, and Trane. But even the best AC can struggle to keep cool when outside temps soar. To save energy and money, Consumer Reports has some tips.
Use the weather stripping and the foam panels that are supplied with that unit.
About once a month, remove the filter, vacuum it gently, and then wash it with soap and water. When your central AC filter needs to be replaced, this filtrate fits most HVAC systems. And enlist the help of a ceiling fan. It allows you to raise your AC by a couple of degrees and still feel just as cool. That guy sounds familiar. Wondering whether a portable air conditioner is the way to go? CR says this type is often pricier and isn't as efficient compared to window ACs, but for some, it is the only option.
You love your AC.
Gotta have it. 75 and up, it's on.
This is what,
this
is a true Wisconsinite here.
Yeah, sure.
I can't handle the heat.
Yeah,
can't handle it. When I used to pitch in softball, I'd faint on the pitching mound. It's just too hot for me.
I'd love
and in
to
church,
see some video of that.
all the time. Thanks, Shane.
There's the pitch. Oh, and it's going nowhere.
She's down. On that note, 6:09 coming up. An effort here in Wisconsin to find forever homes for every dog in need. How you can help.
And coming up in sports, Steve Stricker stays hot this summer. His reaction from the U.S. Senior Open.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way.
All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
My clothes look fresh, but I need them to smell fresh too. That's why I add Downy Unstoppables to my wash. Now I'll be smelling fresh all day long. Still fresh.
Still fresh!
Still fresh. Still fresh, you nasty little goblins.
Still fresh.
Still?
Still.
Still here. Still fresh. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables.
Very loud. It sounds like a bull running through a china shop. I don't know what else to say.
People don't realize how nice a door can run until they get it serviced. It's whisper quiet. Your neighbors will thank you.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
At Lawton Cates, being prepared and confronting every aspect of your injury case with honesty, integrity, and innovative solutions has earned us a reputation for excellence in representing the injured. Because at Lawton Cates, your life counts.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
They only pay for what you need.
That's my boy.
Stay off the freeways.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Sometimes it takes a different approach.
Set up a meeting. So how does next week sound?
To see the possibilities all around you.
Yeah, what if I catch him first?
With Capella University's game-changing FlexPath format, get support every step of the way to help you stay on track. Imagine your future differently with Capella University.
Have you ever been challenged, been tried, made a pact with your own limits? Have you been here, there, places no one should go? If you have, then you know that whatever you're capable of, so are we. No wonder Ford SUVs lead in brand loyalty. Now get an Explorer and get 0% APR financing for 36 months, $1,000 low APR cash, and $1,000 retail bonus cash. See your dealer.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day. There's nothing in my way. I love
Cetaphil Moisturizing Cream hydrates for a full 48 hours. Because a lot can happen in 48 hours. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
It's a brand new day.
Don't let junk get in the way.
All you have to do is point.
And you'll be back to your old self again.
Yeah!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. Marty and Jim Hoagie are on a mission to help animal shelters rehome pets in need. Since starting their own special needs dog rescue operation, the two have rehomed hundreds of furry friends.
It's incredible. Our Braden Ross shares how for the Hoagies, helping even one dog find a new home is all worth it.
Marty Hoagie has always known where her passions lie.
And every day I would go visit the pet store and make sure that all the animals were being taken care of. I'm sure that the owner and manager thought, oh no, here she comes again. You know, I was only like 6 or 8.
Almost 20 years ago, she retired from her first career as an animal photographer to take on another adventure, animal rescue.
We're small but mighty.
She and her husband Jim founded One Starfish Rehoming Connections in 2008. And since then, they've rescued hundreds of dogs, all with one thing in common.
I had a special spot in my heart for special needs animals.
They've taken in dogs from Wisconsin to Nepal with everything from lost limbs to chronic diseases.
We probably spend $4,000 or $5,000 a month at the vet.
To help offset the costs, they started collecting donations of supplies.
Beds, blankets, leashes, collars, toys, cages, crates.
Soon, they had what they needed, but the donations kept flowing, so they hatched a plan with a friend who owns a rescue in West Virginia.
You could drive a truck up, or rent a truck once you get up here, and take all this stuff back down to your rescue and to all the other rescues and shelters down south, because the rescues down south and the shelters down south, so many of them have just the bare minimum. Even some of them don't even have that.
Now, they spend every year filling a storage locker with donations to send south. For Marty, it's all about finding ways to make the little things go as far as they can.
Mother Teresa said we cannot do great things. We can only do small things with great love. So that's what we're doing.
Our Braden Ross reporting. I think we can all take a leaf out of Marty's book this morning. What a wonderful, wonderful human. You can donate pet supplies to Marty and Jim by giving them a call or heading to their donation bin at Lucky Dog Daycare in Sun Prairie. We have all this information up on channel3000.com.
What a great story. Just good people doing good deeds and being able to share it here on the show. It's really, really cool.
You know who else is a good person doing good deeds?
Who's that?
Kelly Slifka,
Yeah,
of
he
course.
is.
Look at that man.
Teed it right up. Sign me up. I would love to be doing that, taking care of dogs all day. That would be one of my best opportunities for sure, but good for her. I tell you what, if you're going to be out walking the dog this morning, we are looking at some nice weather this morning, but we do have some rain chances. I know all of us are just wanting to get some rain. It looks like our best opportunity of getting some rain will be Wednesday. So we've got a couple of hot days. I know a lot of folks maybe have today off. And then tomorrow as we go in the 4th of July. They can't rule out a isolated shower or thunderstorm tomorrow evening, but the better chances are going to hold off until Wednesday. And I think all of us have a pretty good chance. And then it looks like we do have some more chances going into the later part of the weekend. We'll talk more about that coming up. As far as amounts of rain, we're looking at 1/4 to maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain, fairly widespread across southern Wisconsin. A little bit to the north, maybe talking upwards of an inch, but all of the state are likely to get some much needed rain. A little bit of fog on the horizon, but now that the sun is up, that's going to burn off very quickly. Otherwise, just plenty of sunshine today as we get up very close to 90 today. The average now is 82. The record is 96. So looking at temperatures in the low 90s today and tomorrow, this might be actually the hottest stretch of weather we've had so far this summer season. Can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm as mentioned, but the better chance, widespread showers and thunderstorms coming our way on Wednesday, and that's with a cold front. So today is the day to head to the lake or pool to try to stay cool as we get up close to 90. Of course, the UV index is going to be way up there, so make sure you bring the sunscreen. Right now, we're starting out at 61. It's not really too humid, just a nice, comfortable start to our Monday morning, very typical for the first few days of July. 59 in Middleton, 63 in Waunakee, and 63 in Sun Prairie, while it's 64 currently in Oregon. Nice start to our Monday, but it's going to be heating up very quickly with the sunshine, just a few cumulus clouds popping up during the afternoon as temperatures get close to 90. As mentioned, maybe an isolated shower or thunderstorm Tuesday evening, but the bulk of the rain's holding off to our west as we go into Tuesday night into Minnesota, Iowa. That's that cold front that's going to be sweeping on through very slowly. So that'll bring us rain chances going up Wednesday. And throughout the day, we will have chances of some showers and some embedded thunderstorms going into the afternoon that will probably move through during the evening hours. First warning forecast keeps it hot today and tomorrow. Low 90s. That chance of rain pretty slim tomorrow evening. Better chances come our way Wednesday. Temperatures do turn quite a bit cooler for Thursday and Friday. Another system brings us a round of some showers and thunderstorms. It looks like by Saturday night, that'll continue into Sunday and Monday of next week.
Steve Stricker and Jerry Kelly entered the final round of the U.S. Senior Open, looking for a storybook ending. Two lifelong friends and rivals battling for a senior major title right in their home state. Kelly and Strick entered the day in second and third place. Kelly was 2 shots back of the lead. Here he is on 11, lays it up and gets the birdie putt to go. He made a great run, did Kelly, but a wrist injury kind of plagued him. He finished the event in third place at 4 under. Stricker caught fire as the day went on, though. He birdied 4 times in the back 9, including here on 15. Made a ferocious comeback that fell just short. Strick would finish in second place at 5 under. Incredibly, in their home state, the pair of Dane County natives finished second and third.
Didn't get off to the start I needed to get off to today. Was really excited to get out there and play. I was feeling good. You know, I just didn't hit very many quality shots to start with.
You know, I did well without my best stuff today. There's have been times, there's going to be times when I have it on that Sunday, and I didn't today.
Brewers Brewers trying to close a 10-game road trip with a bang. William Contreras with 2 on in the third. And waiter, can we get some cheese over here? Because the catcher goes yard for his 9th time of the season. It would give Milwaukee a 3-2 lead, and it would give Contreras some cheese. Same score in the 8th. Bryce Terang just called back up from AAA. A swinging bunt with runners on the corners and 2 down. Pittsburgh throws it away, and the Crew hold on to win it. 6-3 the final. Incredibly, the Brewers finish 7-3 on the 10-game road trip, winning all 3 series. That's your Monday morning sports fix. Have a fantastic start to your week.
Thank you, Andrew. You as well. Well, hey, the MLB All-Star teams were announced yesterday, and Brewers closer Devin Williams making the cut. Williams has 17 saves on the year, but for now, he is the Brewers' only All-Star, with Christian Yelich being the most notable omission. And former Madison Mallard, Pete Alonso, the polar bear, he's headed back to the home run derby. The New York Mets slugger has won the derby twice. The 2014 Mallard will look for his 3rd crown in Seattle on July 10th. I love the home run derby. Should be fun.
Yeah, really fun television, that's for sure. The Bucks making history this morning with the hire of their new coaching staff under Adrian Griffin. Sydney Dobner named an assistant coach. She's the first female coach in Bucks franchise history. Good for her. This is her 6th season with the Bucks organization.
That's awesome. Congratulations. It's 6:20. Still ahead this morning what you're paying more for your 4th of July party.
And let's check in on gas prices as you come back from your holiday weekend. You're going to pay right around $3.31 here in Dane County, $3.40 across the state. We'll be right back.
Call for action only on News 3 Now.
Hy-Vee hot deals are back. 6-pack Pepsi products, $2.49 each when you buy 4. Whole seedless watermelon, $3.88 each. Lay's kettle cooked or rolled gold, $1.77 each when you buy 3. Get the hottest deals all week long at Hy-Vee.
You've got this. Whatever it is, you're ready for it. Your newly purchased defenses, top of the line. Your backup, backing up. Yeah, you've got this. Just like Associated Bank's got you with Access Checking. It's maintenance fee-free with no minimum balance requirements. So if your new house still has some old tenants, we'll make sure your checking account won't be giving you any surprises. You've got this with Associated Bank.
Oh, hello. Hi. Did you know that every load of laundry could be worth as much as $300?
Really?
And your clothes just keep getting more damaged the more times you wash them. Downy protects fibers, doing more than detergent alone. See?
This one looks brand new. Saves me money. I'm starting to like Downy.
Downy saves loads.
Okay, guys, we're all here because US Cellular has an incredible deal. Right now, you can get 4 lines with unlimited data for just $90 total.
Sorry, just double checking. Is it really that good of a deal?
Yeah, it's a huge deal. On top of that, you also get 4 free phones.
4 free phones! Wow, I just triple checked and that's awesome.
So go get that deal. Or at least help me clip. Did you check the expiration dates?
Oh, I can do that.
Great.
4 lines for $90 a month, plus 4 free phones. US Cellular, built for us.
This 4th, we're throwing a 4 for the 4th celebration with lots of top-rated 4s to shop, like 4 of my best-selling playgroup sectionals. Keep it fun and functional on my playbook, only $9.99. Or go with my highly rated Playscape for only $12.99. Don't forget my playroom, also $12.99. Stretch out in style on my 4-piece playground, only $24.99. With financing options to fit your budget. You guessed it, 4 plans to choose from. Join the 4 for the 4th celebration at Bob's. It's gonna be lit.
It's Macy's 4th of July sale with our lowest prices of the season. Like the Radley Sectional, $23.99. And the Monroe Queen Bed, now $2.99. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying mattress purchase at Macy's.
Ryder Chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your summer with 2-for-1 windows and no interest until 2025. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. Hy-Vee hot deals are back. Frito-Lay party-size snacks, $3.99 when you buy 3. 6-pack Coke products, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. And family-size General Mills cereal, only $2.96. All week long at Hy-Vee.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. KCG answers a call with some nature pics.
I love this little guy. He's like, hey, KCG, what are you doing?
The velvet
You
still
got
on
me.
there. He's a baby.
That's a cute little deer.
Oh, we like him. KCG, thank you very much for the picture. Keep them coming. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning on Twitter and on Instagram so we can find those pictures.
Now, if you still need to do some shopping for your 4th of July party, you can expect to be paying more for some certain items that you might be looking for. Now, last year when inflation was at its peak, everything was more expensive, right? Well, this year, the American Farm Bureau Federation says hamburger buns are up 17%, ground beef is up, potato salad is up, and booze and ice cream also more expensive this year. But some good news, some of the staples this year are actually a little cheaper. Chicken breasts, potato chips, lemonade, all of those things are down right now. So maybe you want to change up your menu. Maybe you usually go burgers and dogs. Maybe you grill some chicken this year with a side of potato chips instead of gross potato salad.
This Chicago guy is saying no to dogs.
Shocking, breaking news. I don't like hot dogs.
Wow.
I know. It's very unpopular in my neck of the woods.
Oh
But
my goodness.
hey, if you can save a few bucks this year, why not? Maybe lemonade instead of juice.
Lemonade instead of hot dogs?
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Switch them out. We had a nice little grill out yesterday. We had hamburgers and chicken. I gotta say, the chicken was
Kind of hit.
top-notch.
There you go.
On the grill?
Ooh,
yes.
Yeah, so chicken,
Well, barbecue
nothing wrong with that.
sauce.
Let's go.
Oh, yum. I'm getting hungry. Where are we going after the show, huh?
Well,
need
I'd
to
like
eat
to
some.
grill inside, to be honest. This weather is not
standing
for me.
outside a hot grill.
Bring it on. I love the heat. Come on, let's go. It's
Hell
61 right now in Madison. It's a pretty nice start to our morning, but it will be heating up very quickly with the sunshine, temperatures climbing well into the 80s, probably getting very close to 90 today. We've only had a couple of days above 90 this year, but it looks like we'll have that the next couple of days. Today, no exception. Sunshine up to 90, 90 again tomorrow with that chance of rain on Wednesday.
All right, cranking that AC. Thanks, Kelly. We've got more news coming up right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota. Let's go places.
Try Tide Power Pods with 85% more Tide in every pod.
Who needs that much more Tide?
Everyone's gonna need more Tide.
It's a mess out there. That's why there's 85% more Tide in every Power Pod.
See?
Hi, I'm Daryl from Little America.
Blake and his cousin Connor are here with their families from Madison today. What's your favorite ride? Connor's older sister, Cassie, told me her favorite is the go-karts. Mom loves that she can bring a picnic basket, and Dad enjoys miniature golf. There's fun for the whole family at Little America, where big fun is only a few miles away.
Reviews are very important. It really reflects on how we're handling customers at Precision Door. It's feeling like I'm helping out my neighbor. Quality service quickly from a name you can trust.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Attention, Wisconsin veterans.
I'm Tony Evers, the governor of Wisconsin. If you are a veteran struggling to pay for rent, utilities, or other life-sustaining services, I want you to know that the Veterans Rental Assistance Program is here to help. So call 833-WISC-VRAP or visit VRAPWI.com. You've always been there for us. We want you to know that we're here for you.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Try a toasted bagel sandwich and pair it with a $2 medium iced coffee. Now even bolder.
Imagine this. It's 1968, and the mayor of Milwaukee says nope to Summerfest. How many bands would you have never seen? And how many lakeside selfies just wouldn't exist? You'd never have met your new best friend while singing along to every song. Or know the feeling of hitting all 12 stages before the headliner. Thankfully, 55 years ago, Summerfest was a yes. And every year since has been one to remember. Don't miss Milwaukee Summerfest, presented by American Family Insurance.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day.
Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser does more than clean. It actually protects skin by keeping it hydrated, so you're always ready for the unexpected. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
Dear Freedom, here's to more miles driven, more dollars saved, and more electrified vehicles than any other brand. Yours, Toyota Hybrids. Toyota, let's go places.
Right now, the FBI and White House working to find the origins of an unknown item prompting an evacuation.
Plus, 8 years later, a new ruling on the circumstances surrounding Tony Robinson's death. What the family has to say this morning.
And here's your first look outside this morning. A hot 4th of July ahead, but Kelly says rain could be on the way.
Yeah, a couple more days of some heat and humidity cranking up for the 4th of July, but we do have that widespread rain chance on Wednesday. More coming up.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Shane Hogan. Chris has the day off today.
Kelly Slifka is in this morning talking about a pretty hot day leading up to the 4th.
Yeah, a couple of hot days. Definitely try to stay cool the next 2 days. The lake pool weather definitely in the offering going into today and tomorrow. But we do have some rain. Finally, I know a lot of folks just been like praying for some rain. It looks like by Wednesday we do have a pretty good shot of getting some of that much needed rain. Either way, we are going to enjoy some hot weather over the next couple days, just in time for the 4th of July. 61 right now in Madison, 63 in Janesville, 52 in Camp Douglas and Black River Falls. So a nice start to our morning. Sunshine should be warming through the 80s, getting up very close to 90 with partly cloudy skies going into the afternoon. It's going to be a warm day, not a whole lot of wind going into the afternoon hours, but temperature starting out in the lower 60s with that sunshine, warming into the middle 80s. Light winds today. A hot Monday, a hot Tuesday for us, but we do have those rain chances coming our way by Wednesday. See how much rain we can expect coming up.
All right, Kelly, thank you. It's 6:31. You're taking a live look at the White House this morning after an unknown item forced an evacuation of the presidential residence. Sometime yesterday afternoon, federal officials closed local roads when uniformed officers discovered the unknown item. Members of the Secret Service say that precautionary measures have been put in place. The item in question has since been deemed non-hazardous, but emergency response members are still investigating. There's been no word as to what the item could have been.
Staying at the Capitol, President Biden will welcome Sweden's Prime Minister to the White House this week. On Wednesday, the leaders plan to discuss Sweden's intent to join NATO. NATO officials had aimed to admit Sweden by July 11th, but efforts have stalled because Turkey is against it.
Back here in Wisconsin, a new Marquette law poll has surprising outlook for the GOP presidential primary. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis leading former President Donald Trump by double digits.
Other candidates are also closing the gap. Pollsters say it's a sign the race in Wisconsin is closer than in other states.
Even within the people who think of themselves as Republicans, there's some openness to other candidates. Now, exactly who, they're very undecided about. But I think it does say that maybe Wisconsin within the party is a closer place than some of the other states or the national polling.
That right there, Marquette Law School poll director Charles Franklin. He was on For the Record this weekend. You can catch his full interview, including insights into last week's Supreme Court decisions, over on channel3000.com.
6:32, more than 8 years after Madison police officer Matt Kenny shot and killed 19-year-old Tony Robinson on Willie Street, the latest efforts to bring Kenny to court have failed. Late Friday, before the long weekend, a Dane County judge dismissed an effort that's been more than a year in the making. Our Braden Ross has the story.
It feels a bit unfinished.
A major setback for the fight to bring criminal charges against Madison police officer Matt Kenny.
It's a legal statutory interpretation issue.
Friday afternoon, Dane County Judge Stephen Elke dismissing a petition from Tony Robinson's grandmother to find probable cause to charge the officer who shot and killed her grandson in 2015.
It would have been emotionally validating, at least, to have someone say, yep, it's there. Whether or not it's going to be prosecuted, yes, it's there.
The grandmother's legal team arguing under a little-used Wisconsin law, a judge could issue a criminal complaint against Kenny, even though the Dane County District Attorney cleared Kenny of wrongdoing.
It would just mean that he potentially would have to stand trial and let a community decide if that was reasonable self-defense.
In his decision, Alke citing a different law, saying even if he could issue the complaint, Kenny couldn't be prosecuted. He argued it's the state legislature that may have closed the doors on Robinson's grandmother, adding, quote, "I have neither the statutory nor inherent authority to pry those doors open."
He actually said, I'll assume for purposes of deciding this that there is probable cause. I just don't believe I have the authority to authorize anyone to prosecute it.
Robinson's family says they're still looking for options to continue in their pursuit for justice. In Madison, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Officer Kenny has remained on the force since 2015. He is now in a training role.
Looking ahead, the air quality over Wisconsin may be improving, but experts say we can likely expect hazy conditions to return as the summer wears on. We're seeing an abnormally early start to the wildfire season in Canada, which typically doesn't peak until July and August. Of course, the smoke from those wildfires producing a number of air quality advisories here in Wisconsin. DNR officials say the last time they had to issue a single advisory was more than a decade ago. So far this year, they've issued 9, with more on the way.
We have more smoke in the July and August, where we're just getting into that part of the year. It would not be surprising to have more smoky days ahead. Will they be as bad as this week? I hope not.
A reminder, when we see those air quality advisories, they are bad for your health. Try to stay inside and use a face covering if you have to head outside.
It's 6:35. You're taking a live look at Los Angeles International Airport, where Arizona and local wildfire smoke creating a haze over the thousands of holiday travelers. On Friday, a record number of passengers made their way through TSA checkpoints. Now, whether they get home in time depends on severe weather hitting Missouri and heavy rains passing the central U.S. 30 cities in the Southwest are also on the verge of breaking heat records this week. How cool is that? The Madison Mallards continue their 4th of July celebrations at the Duck Pond this weekend. This weekend, they put on their first ever custom-themed drone show. That's what you're taking a look at right now. It featured more than 150 drones, along with a coordinated fireworks show. Happening tonight, another fireworks show at the Duck Pond in partnership with Festival Foods. We've got a roundup of other fireworks shows in our area that's coming up in about 10 minutes. But man, what a show they put on. On Friday, we talked to the general manager of the Madison Mallards, and she was explaining to us how this was coordinated, 150 drones plus the fireworks. Pretty incredible stuff.
Yeah, amazing. A reminder, again, you can check out a fireworks show tonight at the Madison Mallards, but boy, that drone show looks like one of a kind.
Very cool.
Hey, the day after the 4th of July, on Wednesday, more pets are reported lost than any day of the year. So we put together some advice to help keep your 4-legged friends calm and safe during fireworks displays. You should maybe play with them or wear them out before you watch any fireworks. That'll help them relax during the show, or play with them during the show. Mental stimulation can keep them distracted. And close your windows and doors. A good reminder here, pets can jump through screens if they get too scared.
Very good reminders indeed. It is 6:37 on your Monday. Coming up after the break, your medication could be affecting how your body deals with the heat and make you sick.
And we are going to be heating up close to 90 today. It's going to be hot tomorrow as well, but some rain chances in the 10-day forecast. We'll have the first warm forecast coming up.
Get over 50% off on this sofa chaise right now at the 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Up to 60% off list throughout the store, and up to 70% off on clearance items. The 4th of July blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
When you're ready to go, but static and wrinkles are like, no. Try Bounce. It's the sheet. Less static, less wrinkles. More softness, more freshness. Bounce. It's the sheet.
This is Matt Gunderson. We recently celebrated the life of George. Loved by many, feared by walleye. As part of his fishing-themed celebration, everyone in attendance accepted one of his favorite lures. Allow us to personalize every detail of a life well lived.
Get 11% off everything, now at Menards. Improve your home's curb appeal with Ultra Exterior Paint. It's a paint and primer in one that resists cracking and peeling to maintain appearance. A gallon is just $24.89 after rebate. Pittsburgh Grand Distinction exterior paint delivers long-lasting, beautiful color. It's highly dirt-resistant and provides a mildew-resistant coating. Right now at Menards, pick up a gallon for only $42.69 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Wow, this is where you work now?
Figured I deserved a more inspiring space. And with home values being up, I had a lot of equity. So I got a home equity line of credit from Summit, and voila, added a home office.
Took your business to the next level.
Hey, you two have been in your place for a couple years now. Any fun plans?
Well, we just finished a refi with Summit.
Really?
And the plan is to make a bunch of great memories.
We're gonna use the savings to get a camper.
Whatever your goals, Summit Credit Union can help you use your home's equity to go get them.
Don't wait until the weekend to enjoy a thick charbroiled steak made to your liking. Make a weeknight steak night at High Point Steakhouse, Southern Wisconsin's premier supper club. Well worth the short drive to Ridgeway.
What can you do with sensitive skin?
Okay, what a day.
Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser does more than clean. It actually protects skin by keeping it hydrated, so you're always ready for the unexpected. Cetaphil, we do skin, you do you.
Incredible deal on this Sealy Queen mattress for just $3.99 at the 4th of July mattress blowout at Slumberland Furniture. Plus, Sealy mattresses starting as low as $129. Up to 60% off list. What a sale.
He was a beast on the gridiron with a phenomenal stat list stretching from college through 11 years in pro football. Now this former Badger standout joins the ranks of NFL legends.
It's pretty surreal. Every time you do something involving the Hall of Fame, it's definitely a pinch-me moment.
Joe Thomas sits down with News 3 Now's Chris Stanford and Leah Linshai to share favorite memories.
Nobody has more fun than the Badger fans.
And what he treasures most about his rise to the top. Thursday at 6. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back. Health experts are warning that certain medications can affect how your body handles the heat, something to be aware of this week as we hit the 90s. Some of those drugs include heart and blood pressure medications, antihistamines, and ADHD stimulants. They can increase the risk of heat exhaustion and heat injury. Pharmacists say to be prepared when you go into the heat, stay hydrated and cool, and keep your medications in cool temperatures so that they continue to work correctly.
Good reminders. It is at 6:41 now. Kelly Slifka's here with your first warn weather. Hey, Kelly.
Yeah, I tell you what, it is already starting to warm up. I can tell just within the last half of an hour or so. Starting to heat up with the sun coming up already. We are expecting a lot of sunshine today and also on the 4th of July. So if you want to take advantage of some of the summer activities, do some boating, do some going to the pool, somewhere to stay cool, you're going to need it. Now, for the 4th of July, I think we're going to be headed into lower 90s. It might be actually tied with the hottest day we've had so far this summer. So it's going to be hot and humid. Now, we can't rule out a couple of showers and storms. Now, I think the better chances are going to be the north. I think they'll be mainly brief, but just something to be aware of going into tomorrow as we go into the 4th of July holiday, setting off those fireworks. Boy, I tell you what, it is brown out there. Look at our sky cam from the station here. A little bit of fog on the horizon, but temperatures today likely to get up close to 90. We're looking at quite a bit of sunshine this afternoon, so definitely lather on that sunscreen. Speaking of the drought, this was our drought monitor coming in last Thursday. You can see we are under a severe drought here in southern Wisconsin. Madison areas over to La Crosse at darker brown. Most of the state in a moderate drought, and this extends across the entire Midwest. Now, they have had some relief in Iowa and parts of Illinois, so they might get a little bit of a break from it. But here in southern Wisconsin, we need it. We do have some in our forecast. It looks like the best chance will come in Wednesday. That's when we're looking at widespread chances of rain across the entire state. A quarter to maybe 3/4 of an inch of rain. The higher amounts look to be in northern parts of the state, but all of Wisconsin will get the benefit of a cold front that'll be arriving by the middle of the week. Meantime, it's going to be hot today and tomorrow with temperatures in the lower 90s. Once again, maybe a couple of showers or thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, but the better chance will hold off with that cold front coming in on Wednesday. 61 right now in Madison, 63 in the Dells, 50s in Camp Douglas, Lone Rock at 59, Janesville sitting at 63 degrees across Dane County. All of us now above 60 degrees. It's starting to warm up. In fact, Mount Horeb already up to 68 degrees. So it's going to be heating up fairly quickly. With the sunshine this morning, a few cumulus clouds popping up with the heating of the afternoon, but I don't expect any rain. That'll be falling across northern parts of the state. Now, Tuesday, a couple of showers around, but I think the better chances will hold off until Wednesday. This cold front marching across the plains through Minnesota and Iowa. That'll bring in that chance of rain. On and off showers and thunderstorms throughout the day on Wednesday. That will last into the evening before starting to taper off and move on to the east going into a Wednesday night. First warm forecast, 90 today, 91 tomorrow with that late rain chance, the thunderstorm chance for our 4th of July holiday. Once again, most of the day dry. Temperatures do cool off with that rain on Wednesday. Only in the upper 70s on Thursday, near 80 on Friday. Another system may bring us some more beneficial rains, it looks like, by the later part of the weekend, Saturday night going into Sunday. We'll keep our eyes on that as well.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. The Monona Community Festival is in full swing, starting over the weekend and going through tomorrow. This tradition is bringing family and friends together.
We've been coming since Kai was a baby. He's 5 now. We had him out in the same shaded tree when he was a baby. So, been coming here ever since.
Well, as you can see, Kai loves the ice cream and the rides most of all, and the Burns family tradition going strong this year. Tonight, there will be tons of food vendors, a carnival, wine tasting, live music, something for everyone.
Ooh, sounds like a party.
And if you're looking to head to the Mallards fireworks show tonight, there's some temporary road closures that you should know about. After the show, traffic near the park will be restricted in order to make it easy for everyone to leave. Only right turns will be allowed out of Warner Park, with no turns at the intersection of Northport Drive and North Sherman Avenue. North Sherman will be closed to through traffic between Northport and Warner Park driveway. So keep a heads up there if you're heading to the game tonight.
Staying at the duck pond now, a world record broken. 325 gallons of liquid, 500 oranges, and 239 bottles of Wollersheim brandy, all put together in a massive inflatable glass. It adds up to the world's largest brandy old fashioned.
One thing about Wisconsinites and the state drink is we all have our opinions on it. We wanted to make, this is the way I make them at home. This is my recipe. It's a recipe we're very proud of.
I'd go toe-to-toe with that, man. I'm pretty proud of my recipe as well. Fans could buy individual servings with commemorative glasses reading "I drank from the world's largest old-fashioned." If you were wondering how expensive this bad boy was.
Let's hear it. I was very curious this morning.
Yes, you were. So our producer, Cody, delivered with some answers here. He said
some research, yeah.
$8,600 in brandy alone. $8,600. Altogether, upwards of $15,000.
That is wild. I mean, yeah, just, all of the booze that it takes. I mean, hey, good for them. They break a world record. It is worth it.
Yeah, to be part of a world record, priceless.
Yeah, very cool. Well, hey, it's 6:46. Let's take a live look at the DNR fire danger monitor, where majority of the state is still in a moderate fire danger. So be sure to fully douse any campfire or spent firework in water and keep fires in a ring well away from woods or brush. If a fire starts getting out of control and you can't contain it, be sure to call the fire department.
Fireworks, of course, are tradition when it comes to the 4th, but if you're lighting anything off that's bigger than a sparkler without a permit, you could be fined. According to Wisconsin laws, it is illegal to set off firecrackers, Roman candles, bottle rockets, or mortars without a valid permit. The rule of thumb is if it explodes or leaves the ground, a permit is necessary. A fine here in Madison, up to $1,000 for each firework in your possession. Keep that in mind this 4th of July. These fireworks also pose a danger, whether they're sparklers or big shows. So a couple of tips if you're shooting off your own this weekend. Have some kind of water nearby if things get out of hand. Avoid dry grass when you're shooting them off. Always keep an eye on kids when they're handling sparklers. They burn at 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So they can obviously cause some major burns. And if a firework is a dud, don't try to relight it. Let it sit for about 10 minutes before you throw some water on it.
Now, it is generally better and cheaper to leave the fireworks to the professional. So if you do want to see some this 4th of July, here are some events happening in our area. Fireworks tonight in Mineral Point start at dusk. The Stoughton Fair will have a show tomorrow night, also starting at dusk. At Rip Park in Waunakee, the Wanna Boom starts at 9:45 tomorrow night. In the Dells, they will be having their festivities start at 4 with fireworks at sundown tomorrow.
Lots of great options there. I usually go to the Mineral Point one. That's been
good to know.
My go-to when I was growing up. Hey, check out all the events scheduled for your area and beyond. You can find a list over on our News 3 Now News app. It's just about 6:48 on your Monday. Coming up in the morning sprint, new comments from Senator Tammy Baldwin over a new investigation into the U.S. Coast Guard.
But first, if you have a little kid turning 3 soon, please let us know so we can show their picture on TV. We're back after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
We asked people to give their honest feedback on how wrinkles around their eye area and under-eye puffiness looked after trying Tint and Tighten for the first time.
So with foundation, normally it just kind of, you just cover up and conceal things. But with Tint and Tighten, it actually changes the way the skin looks. The lines are actually gone, so you don't get any of that buildup within them and the creases that you normally would see when you wear foundation.
40s was a bit of a shocker for me because 40s I noticed the skin under my eye is getting very loose, and then 50s hit, and I'm 54, and I really noticed the difference in the firmness of my skin here and especially here. I'm glad there's products like Tint and Tighten out there so that I can just put this on and not worry about what I didn't do in my 40s, my 30s, and my 20s, and it looks like I always have. It's a pleasure and it's actually a gift for anyone.
Tint and Tighten shrinks under-eye puffiness, smooths out wrinkles and fine lines around the eye area, and provides tinted coverage to hide dark circles and skin imperfections, making you look fresh and younger. Tint and Tighten is the only cosmetic that blends a beautiful tinted cream to cover uneven skin tone and dark circles with silicate technology that smooths out under-eye puffiness and wrinkles, making the skin around your eye area look flawless for up to 8 hours.
I will be turning 59 in June of this year. Using Tint and Tighten, for me, I'm actually very confident right now that my wrinkles won't be as obvious. It is giving me the support that I think reminds me that I'm at my best right now.
Finally, there's a tinted eye cream to cover dark circles and uneven skin tone. And since Tint and Tighten works in 10 minutes and lasts up to 8 hours, you can look your best without getting injections or fillers. Get beautiful, lightweight, tinted coverage, plus that smoother, younger, wrinkle-free look from years past in 10 minutes. A look that will make you feel beautiful and confident. Try it this 4th of July for up to 50% off and free shipping. Visit tntcream.com or call the number on your screen.
With Downy Infusions, let the scent set the mood. Feel the difference with Downy.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Watch News 3 Now at 5 with Eric, Susan, and Gary. Weeknights.
6:51, time for the morning sprint.
An investigation is uncovering a history of sexual violence at a U.S. Coast Guard academy that's been ignored or covered up. The Coast Guard kept the investigation secret since 2019, deciding never to release the report that found dozens of assaults between the 80s and 2000s. Senator Tammy Baldwin is calling for answers and documentation of that report.
An unknown item is being investigated after causing an evacuation at the White House and several street closures. This happened yesterday, leaving the Secret Service on high alert. Ultimately, investigators found the item to be non-hazardous. President Biden was not at the White House during this incident. No word yet on what exactly that item was.
Baltimore police are still looking for multiple people related to a mass shooting in the city. 2 people are dead, 28 injured, the youngest just 13 years old. It happened during a block party yesterday. It's unclear whether the shooting was targeted or random. There's no motive that's known yet either.
In Kansas, another mass shooting in a nightclub. 9 people were shot inside the club and all are expected to survive. Police say they have recovered 4 guns and arrested 1 person. The Gun Violence Archive says there have been at least 338 mass shootings in 2023 alone.
A new Marquette Law School poll shows Governor Ron DeSantis is leading Donald Trump in Wisconsin by double digits, no less. Other candidates are starting to close the gap as well. You can watch the full interview that we did with Marquette Law School poll director Charles Franklin on For the Record. It's up right now on channel3000.com.
Police in Chippewa Falls are investigating after a child found a live pipe bomb. The father called police while bringing them the device, but he was asked to pull over and wait for crews to respond. It was identified as a live bomb and was properly destroyed. It is unclear how long the bomb was out in the woods, but police are confident it's the only one.
In Rockland, just east of La Crosse, 3 men are being charged in the theft of over 40 guns. They range in age from 18 to 26. They're accused of robbing a firearm business back in April. If convicted, the men face up to 15 years in prison.
The TSA is breaking records for passengers screened through U.S. airports. On Friday, the TSA officers screened more than 2.8 million people. That is up 680,000 from the previous record set during Thanksgiving of 2019. The agency is reminding to plan for extra time before flights during this busy holiday stretch.
In France, President Emmanuel Macron is postponing a state visit to Germany amid days of protests over the deadly police shooting of a teenager. Thousands have been arrested, hundreds injured in nearly a week of unrest. Angry crowds continue to launch fireworks at police and set fire to buildings. Burnt-out cars litter the streets in several areas. The police officer who fired the fatal shot is under investigation now for murder.
Workers are making progress with the cleanup of a train that derailed in Stillwater County, Montana. 10 cars carrying hazardous materials jumped the tracks more than a week ago. The derailment caused a bridge to collapse and the cars landed in the Yellowstone River. Officials say 2 more cars remain in the river and it's expected to take them more days to remove them.
The Swedish Prime Minister will be making a stop at the White House on Wednesday. The leaders plan to discuss Sweden's intent to join NATO. Plans to admit the Scandinavian country by July 11th are being held up right now by Turkey. Sweden borders Russia, which means if they join NATO, a Russian attack would mean war with the whole alliance.
Good morning. 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock. Starting off nice on this Monday morning before the 4th of July holiday. 67 as we are continuing to warm up now, and it's going to heat up fairly quickly. It's going to be a hot afternoon. Try to stay cool as we warm through the 80s here at the noon hour. A lot of sunshine expected. Temperatures closing in on 90. We've only had a couple of days above 90, and I think we do have 2 of them headed our way as you go through the 4th of July holiday. Today up close to 90 with the winds are fairly light with partly sunny skies expected throughout the afternoon. So try to stay cool. Lake or pool definitely in the offing today and also tomorrow for the 4th of July holiday. I think most of tomorrow is going to be dry, but can't rule out an isolated shower or thunderstorm developing later in the afternoon. A little bit better chance to the north of Madison. More widespread rain expected on Wednesday. Temperatures turning a little bit cooler, so some beneficial rains on Wednesday just after the holiday. Another chance, it looks like, by Saturday night and Sunday. Maybe some beneficial rains in our next 10 days.
Big washout, you think, Wednesday?
It's going to rain, not all day, but, you know, it's going to be kind of with us throughout the day.
All right, Kelly, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us this morning, folks. Stay with us. We've got another news and weather update coming up in about half an hour.